Hello, dear cat lovers. It's me again, and today we have a very important and interesting topic: how to understand that your purring friend is cold. Cats are amazing creatures, true masters of disguise, and sometimes it can be difficult to understand that they are uncomfortable. They cannot tell us, "Owner, I'm cold," but fortunately, they have their own language, the language of body and behavior. And knowing some nuances of this language, you will be able to notice signs of hypothermia in time and help your furry friend. So, make yourself comfortable, take your favorite cats in your arms, if they don't mind, of course, and let's dive together into the world of feline secrets. Imagine such a picture. Outside the window, a blizzard is raging, snow is whirling in a crazy dance, and you, wrapped in a soft, fluffy blanket, are sitting in a chair with a cup of fragrant hot tea or cocoa. Warm, cozy, good. But what about your cat? After all, she doesn't have such a magical blanket, and no one will offer her a hot drink. Of course, cats are creatures that love warmth, but unfortunately, they too are susceptible to hypothermia. This is especially true for those breeds that have short fur or none at all, for example, Sphynx, Rex, Peterbald. Also at risk are kittens, elderly cats, and those who have any health problems or weakened immunity. But how to understand that a cat is experiencing discomfort from cold? After all, she cannot complain to us about how she feels. Don't worry, there are 15 signs that, like signal lights, will help you determine that your furry friend is cold. And now I will tell you in detail about each of them, with interesting details and examples. The first and most obvious sign is, of course, searching for a warm place. If your cat suddenly starts showing increased interest in places where she can warm up, this is a sure sign that she is chilly. She may persistently ask to get under your blanket, literally squeezing between you and the bed, or climb onto your pillow, curling up in a ball by your side. Or perhaps she will find a spot on the radiator, turning into a living heating pad, or will lie for hours on a sunny windowsill, catching every ray of warmth. Cats are real experts at finding heat. They are like small thermal locators, unerringly finding any sources that can warm them up. Interesting fact, some cats love warmth so much that they can even climb into the oven if the door is accidentally left open. Of course, this is very dangerous, so be careful and don't leave electrical appliances unattended. The second sign is the posture in which the cat sits or lies. If your favorite curls into a tight ball, pressing her paws and tail tightly to her body, as if trying to become as small as possible, this is a classic signal that she is cold. She instinctively tries to reduce the surface area of the body that gives off heat to the environment. The tighter this ball, the colder the cat is. Imagine that you found yourself in the cold in just a t-shirt. You would also instinctively curl up, wrap your arms around yourself trying to retain heat. That's exactly what the cat does. The third sign is shivering. If you notice that your cat is shivering, as if she has chills, this is already a serious signal that cannot be ignored. Shivering is involuntary muscle contractions, with which the body tries to generate additional heat. It's as if you yourself were in severe frost without warm clothes. You would also start shaking, and this would be a signal that you need to warm up urgently. In cats, shivering may not be as obvious as in humans, so look closer. You may notice slight trembling of the body or muscles. The fourth sign is cold ears, paws, and tail. Carefully touch the tips of the ears, paws, and tail tip of your cat. If they are ice cold to the touch, this is a sure sign that the cat is cold. In cats, just like in humans, extremities freeze first. Blood flows away from them to keep the internal organs warm. It's as if you went out in the cold without gloves. Your fingers would quickly freeze. The fifth sign is ruffled fur. Pay attention to how your cat's fur looks. If it's fluffed up, as if the cat has just been in strong wind or came out from under a hairdryer, this is also a sign that she is cold. By fluffing up her fur, the cat creates an air layer around herself that works as a natural insulator, helping to preserve precious heat. It's similar to how we put on a fluffy sweater or down jacket in winter. We immediately feel warmer and cozier. The sixth sign is drowsiness and apathy. If your usually active, playful, and curious cat suddenly became sluggish, sleepy, sleeps more, shows no interest in her favorite toys and entertainment, this could be a sign that she is cold. When freezing, a cat tries to save energy, which is why she becomes less mobile. She goes into energy-saving mode, so to speak, to conserve heat and strength. The seventh sign is seeking shelter. If your cat suddenly started hiding in the most unexpected and secluded corners of your home, under the bed, deep in the closet, behind the sofa, in boxes, in the laundry basket, under the bath. Perhaps she is looking for a place where there are no drafts, where she can hide from the cold and warm up. This is her instinctive behavior, to find the safest and warmest shelter, as if she's building herself a small house from available materials. The eighth sign is the cat pressing against other animals, or you. If other pets live in your home, for example, dogs, other cats, or even rabbits, pay attention to whether your cat has started seeking their company more often, pressing against them, trying to warm up with their heat. Or maybe she has started climbing onto your hands more often, persistently demanding affection, warmth, and attention, crawling under the blanket, purring and rubbing against you. This is also a sure sign that she is cold and is looking for a source of heat next to her, as if you are her big, warm, and fluffy heating pad. The 9th sign is increased appetite. Have you noticed that your cat has started eating more than usual, as if she has developed a ferocious appetite? This can also be related to cold. The fact is that to maintain normal body temperature in cold weather, the body needs more energy, more calories. And the cat, instinctively feeling this need, starts eating more to replenish energy expenditure and warm up. It's as if you went on a long hike in winter. You would also need more food to maintain strength and not freeze. The 10th sign is meowing and anxiety. If your usually silent cat suddenly started meowing more often, and in some plaintive, prolonged, anxious manner, this could be her way of telling you that she is cold and uncomfortable. She is asking you for help, hoping that you will understand her and take some measures to warm her up. Listen carefully to the intonation of her voice. You may hear notes of sadness, anxiety, and even despair in it. The 11th sign is frequent licking. You surely know that cats are very clean animals, and they spend a lot of time grooming their fur. But if your cat is licking herself especially frequently and intensely, as if trying to lick every hair, this may not just be a hygiene procedure, but a way to warm up. The thing is that when licking, the cat distributes skin oil through the fur, which has water-repellent properties and helps create an additional protective layer that retains heat. It's as if you applied a protective cream to your skin in frosty weather. Additionally, the licking process itself stimulates blood circulation, which also contributes to warming. The 12th sign is a change in body position during sleep. Pay attention to how your cat sleeps. If she sleeps stretched out at full length, freely spreading her paws, it means she is warm and comfortable. She feels completely safe. But if she constantly tosses and turns, anxiously changes position, tucks her paws under herself, curls into a tight ball as if trying to hide her nose and tail, this is a sure sign that she is cold and is trying to find the most comfortable position to maximize heat retention and reduce heat loss. The 13th sign is refusal to play. If your usually playful and active cat, who loves chasing a ball, hunting a laser pointer, or playing with a feather toy, suddenly lost interest in all her favorite entertainments, doesn't respond to your invitations to play, preferring to lie curled up in a ball. This can also be a sign that she is cold. When freezing, a cat tries to save energy and she simply has no time for games, no time for fun. She needs to conserve precious heat, not spend it on running and jumping. The 14th sign is seeking a heated place. If your home has a heated floor system, an electric heating pad, or maybe you accidentally left your laptop or other device that emits heat turned on, pay attention to whether your cat has taken a liking to these places. Cats are great lovers of warmth, and like real detectives, they unerringly find any sources that can warm them. They can lie for hours on a warm floor, blissfully purring, or perch on a working laptop, enjoying the warmth emanating from it. And finally, the 15th sign is changes in breathing. In very cold weather, when a cat is very cold, her breathing may become more frequent and shallow. This is because the body is trying to increase heat production by increasing the breathing rate. It's as if you, having frozen, began to breathe frequently and shallowly, trying to warm up. However, it's worth noting that rapid breathing can also be a sign of other health problems, so if you notice such a symptom in your cat, it's better to consult a veterinarian. So, dear friends, we have examined in detail 15 signs by which you can determine that your cat is cold. Of course, it's not necessary for your favorite to show all these signs simultaneously. It's enough to notice 1, 2, or several of them to understand that she is uncomfortable, that she is cold and needs your help. What to do if you discover that your cat is cold? First of all, provide her with a warm and cozy place where she could warm up. This could be a special heated bed, a soft and fluffy blanket, a cozy house, or just a place on your bed under a warm blanket. Make sure there are no drafts in the house. Close windows and doors. Seal cracks if there are any. Feed the cat warm food rich in protein and fats. This will help her replenish energy expenditure and warm up from the inside. Play with her. Active games will help circulate blood, improve circulation, and warm up. And of course, don't forget about affection and attention. Take the cat in your arms, stroke her, caress her, talk to her in a gentle and soothing voice. Your warmth, your care, and your love, this is the best medicine for cold and bad mood. But if you notice that the cat is very cold, she is shivering, has ice-cold paws and ears, she is lethargic, apathetic, refuses food and water, immediately contact the veterinarian. Perhaps she has severe hypothermia and she needs qualified help. Don't self-medicate. Don't try to warm the cat too quickly, for example, by placing her in hot water. This can be dangerous. Trust professionals who can correctly assess the condition of your cat and prescribe the necessary treatment. Dear friends, remember that cats, like humans, can get cold, and our task is to provide them with comfortable and safe conditions. Be attentive to your pets, observe their behavior, listen to their signals, and they will definitely respond to you with their love, devotion, and of course, warm purring. And in our next meeting, we will talk about how to properly choose clothes for cats and whether they are needed at all. Don't miss it. Thank you for your attention. Like, subscribe to our channel, and until next time.